Okay, amazing. Let me check the chat. Okay. Oh yeah, Christine, you're so welcome. I'm so happy to help anytime that I can. I'm glad we were able to get it squared away. Okay, Patricia, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on the time of world you are in. I'm gonna make sure that I didn't miss anything. I find it very annoying that there's like this massive pop-up in the chat. I'm also on like a tiny little teleprompter, guys, and I have old lady eyes. So sometimes it takes me a minute to be able to see your chat, but we are here, we're rocking and rolling. Amazing. Okay, well, I'm gonna get started because I hate keeping people longer than they need to. Some of us, it's dinner time. Some of us, it might be breakfast time or lunchtime. And so I wanna make sure that we save time and space for you to just get on with your day and do the other things that you wanna do. But welcome to office hours. If you have not been to office hours yet, this is really your chance to ask any questions, get any kind of support you need. I can literally log into your account and live support with you. So no question is off limits. Obviously understanding we may have, some feature requests or bugs that I may not be able to help with, but at least we get that information and we can know what's going on. But if we have not met yet, if you guys are new to Senja, I think a lot of us are very familiar with Senja. You've committed, so welcome. Hi, hello. If we haven't met yet, though, Senja, we are a proof platform, and we focus primarily on helping creator educators prove that they're awesome, stand out, and sell more. My name's Sarah. I am the operations and partnerships lead at Senja, and of course, Ollie is the founder of the platform. We're a little bit more than 3 years old, and we've worked with some amazing people across the world, helping you guys, really capture testimonials, really help you turn your love, right? The love that people have, the authenticity you have for the hard work that you do into dollars. And that's really what we're going to go over today, is how you can get the social proof flywheel, implement it, and then use it to make money within your business and also build relationships, because that is the entire point, is to really get your relationships not only started, but continued, and even start new conversations with new people. So Florian asked, do we do website roasts here? I've got about 20 testimonials on the website and love the different ways testimonials can be displayed with Senja. Yeah, if we have time, we can definitely do a roast. I will say we do have an upcoming landing page webinar. I believe it is October 16th. It's on our Luma. There'll be a link at the end that you can definitely submit for that on top of this. Okay, so why are we collecting testimonials? When we think about sales, there's this hard truth, right? That, we spend all this time copywriting, all of this time developing these sales pages. And the truth of the matter is that people really do not read an entire sales page as much as we want them to, as much as we hope that they will read every single sentence, comma, em dash that we add. But the truth is that people are actually spending more time reading the proof that you've added, the testimonials that you've added, to help them decide to buy from you. And that is why testimonials are so important, because it helps create an identity. It helps put people in the driver's seat and see themselves in the person that you've helped previously, to know that they will also be helped as well. And then, of course, it fuels participation and advocacy as well. The more testimonials you show off, the better it is that people are going to buy in, that they're going to participate in those things, and also be willing to show more testimonials and give you that testimonial after the fact. So a great example here, these two testimonials, these are actually our magic videos, and magic videos are an AI feature that we have once you collect video testimonials. But this is Ali Abdaal. We all know Ali Abdaal. He's one of the largest creators in the world, and he went through Justin Moore's coaching program. And Justin Moore is a client of ours. On the side, I also run a consultancy, and Justin is a client of mine. But having Ollie's face on his sales page is a game changer, right? Because if one of the largest creators in the world is signing off on Justin's work, other people are going to be like, yeah, Justin's it, man. He's the end game. And so really thinking about too, that how important testimonials are in terms of weight, right? When you have people buying into your program that have weight, they have audiences, they have respect, that is going to in turn showcase new individuals coming into your ecosystem that you are the proof in the pudding and you are the expert to hire. So how do we do that? So the social proof flywheel, we believe it's 4 steps. First is obviously collecting those stories. Step 2 is going to be organizing them so you can use them appropriately and not just throwing testimonials up in the air and hoping that they stick like uncooked spaghetti. But then 3 is sharing that proof and how to do that strategically. And lastly, measuring and repeating. And I know that that sounds like a lot, but to be totally honest, it is much easier than you think, because the cool part about Senja is that we are really, in my opinion, a set it and forget it type tool. You are setting it up, you're doing the work on the front end, and you're reaping the rewards forever after that. So the first way we want to do that is collecting, sorry, just loading a little slow. I'm looking at my teleprompter. I'm like, where are my photos? So the first thing that we want to be doing is collecting our member stories. And we do that with our Senja forms. Now, our forms are really cool because 1, they're guided and they help you set every piece up that you need, from celebrating the testimonial getting submitted and offering a reward, to asking hard-hitting questions, setting up the settings, sending them out, and triggering to be auto-sent as well. Now, the cool thing about our forms too, that you can collect not only text testimonials, but video testimonial. So as you guys see on the screen, if I am answering this question, what is it like getting started with Senja? I can literally say, I want to give you a video or I want to give you a testimonial. And I know for a lot of the women in the room, we feel a lot of pressure giving testimonials and wanting to be perfect, right? We see this huge decline between men and women in video testimonials because we want our hair done right. We want our makeup done right. But really, when it comes to sharing social proof, you should be as raw and authentic as possible and encourage your audience to do the same. Obviously, yes, if you feel better brushing your hair and doing your makeup, like, go for it. But we shouldn't be hindering people from giving you the feedback that they want to and that you deserve. So then moving into something I already mentioned is our rewards, right? So when somebody submits a testimonial to you, you can actually give them a reward. We're one of the only platforms that does it, and you can do it in 2 ways. One is that you can have them play this fun game called Spin the Wheel. So once they hit submit, you then spin the wheel and it's a surprise reward. And you can put in as many options as you want. So for instance, let's say you want to do a freebie. Then maybe you want to give an hour of coaching. Maybe you want to do a 30% off. And then basically whatever they land on, that's what they get. And you give them a code or instructions on how to collect it. You also can do a universal reward. So it's not a spin the wheel, but after they hit submit, they just get a success page and it gives them one universal reward. Now, how do we also get testimonials besides the forms? I know that all of you in this room have testimonials everywhere. Okay. I know I do. I literally was on a call with a creator this morning who was like, well, we have DMs and we have emails and we have Google Drive screenshots and we have all these things everywhere. Well, the really cool thing is that setting Senja up should not take you more than 10 minutes because we have all of the capabilities to import your testimonials across the board. So one, we have over 18 platforms that you can directly connect and we'll import from there. So think Amazon reviews, podcast reviews, YouTube video comments, all of those things. But then you can also import them as well, either video or screen grabs or text. And then in our Google Chrome extension, you can also import them as well. So I will show you how to do that. I actually realize I am not doing the correct screen sharing. So let's change this real fast. So, okay, let me hit got it so I can see. Okay, amazing. So let's say I am let's just pretend I'm in Senja already. Well, that's not a good example. Let's see. Okay. Let's just say I'm in this project, right? Let's pretend all of these are testimonials. And if I go to the Senja Chrome extension, I can then import directly from the text on the page. So do you guys see how there's these little mouse clicks off to the side in the Chrome extension? So let's say the name is this. who would you rather spend time with? Let's just pretend that's our name, right? And then our testimonial is saying, I don't care, whatever works. That's all you have to do is click it. And then you can also add in the photos. Now we'll just go up to this and we'll click the icon, we'll add the rating, and then all you have to do is click import and you're done. So if you're getting random LinkedIn comments, things like that, you can embed them, or rather import them at any given time with the Chrome extension, which is really, really fun. And then of course, video testimonials too. Oop, scroll too fast. So with video testimonials too, so let's say that you have a random file on your computer and you want to upload that video. You can do that. You can also import from different links as well. So again, like a YouTube channel, and collect all of the comments. Now let's think about tagging. So the next phase of our flywheel is tagging for relevance. Now, if we are sitting here and you have multiple products, multiple offers, you want to be tagging the testimonial correctly. And the first thing that you want to do is set up your form so that the tag, or rather testimonials, automatically dump into the correct tag. Mazen, I will answer your question in 1 second. If you want to leave it in the chat, and then we'll have a dedicated time at the end to unmute and answer questions. Yeah, so with that, we also want to do some meta tagging as well. So if you have people coming through your form submitting testimonials that are creators or course creators, for us, we also use a tag called well known if they are a large creator. And so you can also do meta tagging as well. But I definitely recommend adding a tag for every offer you have, every product you have, and then deciding from there what are the meta tags that you need. And Christine said in the chat, light bulb moment. I never thought about organizing my testimonials. Yeah, clearly ADHD. I love that. I think tagging, the next thing about that is when you are building your widgets, we'll go over in 1 second, you also filter your widgets by the tag. So let's say you have a sales page and the sales page is all about your accelerator program. We are not going to put testimonials on that page that have to do with a $27 product template that you created 5 years ago that has nothing to do with it, right? So that is a big reason why we organize our testimonials and showcase them. But you can also just do full pages of testimonials without tagging if you don't want to. So this is our wall of love feature. And so this basically has every testimonial we've ever gotten. And you can see that there's text in there, there's Twitter in there, there's video in there. And so it literally is just a massive dump. You also can organize and tag your wall of love as well. Okay. And then, so these are some examples of the widgets we have. So these are actually widgets from my own sales page, and I screenshotted them so you could see. So when you get testimonials, you can do the 5-star rating. You can actually customize this. So instead of saying, I think sorry, my brain, oh my gosh, like the base text that shows up in the widget is buyers, but I changed mine to say downloads. Does that make sense? Sorry guys, it's 4 o'clock. I'm having a brain fart. You can also do images with headshots and full testimonials and then scrolling as well. And the really cool thing is all of these you can actually download as images and upload them onto your social media as well. So our widgets are not just code embed, but you can actually save them as photos. Okay, so let's talk about how at Senja, now that we've got the foundation, how we set it up, how Senja ourselves have been able to collect over 500 videos in just a few months. And it really is following this exact formula and the flywheel I've already mentioned. So what we do is after 24 hours after purchase, we get triggered in the form to say, send the form for feedback. And then once the customer sends in a testimonial, it has to be a video testimonial, so you can put these parameters on your form. They then get 1 month free of Senja. So literally, if you go leave us a testimonial, you'll get 1 month free of Senja, but it has to be a video. And then we use multi-step forms to get a lot of clips. So every question on your form will have its own standalone answer. And then you can have multiple testimonials from each person based on the question that you're asking. And from there, we can splice them, we can use magic video, etc. We then want to make sure that we're sending a thank you after getting the submissions on the testimonial, so people know that this isn't just passive, but that we truly appreciate their taking the time to give us that feedback. And then, of course, we want to auto approve those testimonials so that way our widgets are always up to date and live on our website. Now, one thing that I mentioned is that we get tons of video testimonials, right? And if you are collecting a ton of testimonials as well, we have this really incredible new feature called Magic Video. And so what happens is we'll go into Magic Video and we'll say we want a 30-second video showing us the before and after, and the before and after of our offer, right? And then what it's going to do is it's going to read every single video testimonial in your account, and then it's going to create this incredible spliced sizzle reel. And you can pick up to 3 minutes and as low as 30 seconds. And everybody, no matter what plan you're on, everybody gets 5 magic videos per month, so the credits reset. Yeah, so those can be downloaded and shared across all of your social. And then another really cool thing that we have is once you collect your testimonials, you can then turn them into case studies. And so what this does is it reads the testimonial, all of the information that it got, and then we'll turn it into a testimonial. Now, right now, these are only downloadable as a PDF, but what I do for my own business is I copy all of the text, and then I will put it in and expand it, add photos, etc. Okay, so I want to answer some questions, and then we're going to do a little bit of a demo. Okay, so let's see. So Kathleen, we said, we never thought about organizing our testimonials. Amazing. Lyndon, I'm having an issue getting tags filtered to work on the wall of love. I just started an account. We help people get jobs and want people to be able to filter by roles or industry. Okay. We want people to be able to filter by roles and or industry. Okay, so Lyndon, hopefully you're still in here. If you want to unmute.
Yep.
So, hey, so do you mean that you're creating multiple walls of love and you're adding like a wall of love per filtered page of the roles in industry, or you want people to go onto the wall of love and then filter from there?
Yeah, basically we want to just have one wall of love that lives on our site, is embedded or something like that. And then people would be able to go on that page and filter at the top to see, hey, did they help somebody that's similar to me? I'm a project manager. I want to see all of the testimonials related to project management.
Got it. Okay. I don't think that question has ever come up. So let's play for a second, because I actually am not super sure if that's possible. And that might be a feature request we need to put in. Okay, so if we do, here, I can go back to screen sharing. Sorry, guys. And then, yes, okay. Okay, so if we are in Senja and we have this, we want our testimonials, we want to curate. Okay, we'll just click a bunch of random. Yeah, I don't think that that's possible yet. I've never had anyone ask me this ever. But if we add the filter here, did you already play with the filter here and you're saying it's not working?
Yeah, I wasn't able, essentially what I'd like is up there where it says visit our website on that main page, it would have the tags that I could select.
Okay.
So all I was able to do was just filter okay, I have 5 testimonials in there, and then one is for the specific industry.
Got it. Okay. So if we do, let's do all here, and then we'll pick a tag, and then we'll name it customer support. And we're going to add a filter, and let's do creator. Okay, let's see if this will work, because if this doesn't work, then it's definitely a bug. Oh, the question is, do we have people in those tags? Let's add, I know we have, Let's do well known. So I know we have people in there. Okay. Okay, this is definitely a bug. Okay, great. I'm so glad that you called this out. Let me screenshot this so I remember, and I will. I'll put in a ticket to Tom to look at this, because seriously, no one's ever asked me this before. So I'm really glad that you're here and that you caught this. Okay, let me. Where are you at? London, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't know if it was Linden. Okay, Linden. Let me copy that. And okay, you can't see my arc. Let me add a note in here really fast.
Okay.
Okay. Bug. Okay, and then great. And then what plan are you on, London?
I'm just on the free one for now. We were waiting to make sure that worked before we upgraded.
Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, I will message Tom as soon as we get off, and then give you an update from there.
Okay.
Sound good?
Thanks for your help,
Okay.
Sarah. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
totally. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that would be buggy, but let's get it figured out.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let me go back to the chat. Okay. Okay. Masen, I'm really strong marketing, business, sales, and services. For all your free support. I'm with the problem solving your support. Okay, I'm not sure if I understand your question. All your free support, help me with my problem solving your support. Yeah, that doesn't really read as a question to me. So if you have a truer or like a clearer question, please drop it in the chat. Okay, let's go back to the comments. Amazing. Okay, I think Christine, there you are. Okay, that would be a cool feature, refiltering one wall of love. Mind Valley does their testimonials this way. It's really helpful when they launch programs. They can send people to one link and then the user can filter. Yep, totally. Gina said, I started to create my first form to collect staff testimonials related to core values. Not sure how to customize the fields for forms to be able to add an image with the first question and field for them to answer which core value they're going to speak about on their video or testimonial. It goes right to the rating. Yes. So, okay. So right now, the rating is always going to be the first question. That is a feature request we're getting a lot. It is a very much wanted feature request. However, when it comes to the photos that you're asking about, we cannot include those right now either. So we definitely want to add a, somebody asked me earlier, I was in a call earlier and they asked if we could do like multiple choice to help with that. And right now, all you can do is add in bullet points basically for context of the question, but we can't add anything else, unfortunately. But yeah, even that wouldn't work. I was going to say you could also change like the person, like the profile picture at the top of the form, but that's for every question. It's not for each one. So definitely recommend putting in a feature request, and I can make a note as well for that. Because I'm also trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think what is helpful there. I mean, you also, the other thing you could do actually to solve this in the short term is you could do like a secret page on the website, or even like a Notion page, right? You could do a Notion page and have your core values listed out, right? Assuming you have, I don't know, we'll just say you have 4 core values, maybe you have more, and then do a button underneath each core value and have one form per core value. And so if they click on the button for core value A, they're answering the form for core value A, and you just name the form appropriately. And then you link the tag, because that's the other thing is right now within the form, you can't conditional route tags, right? So if they answer one question, it goes to this tag. If they answer this question, it goes to another. And so what I would recommend is that you have multiple forms, or one form per core value. I think that's going to be the easiest solve for you for that. Christine said, how can we change the tag type after import? I go to edit and I don't see that option, or what I need to re-import. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at this.
I actually meant testimonial type. Just
to okay. Okay, great. So we are, so you're going to where? You're going to the import here, and then you're selecting the tag, or you're talking about
ones that have already been uploaded.
Okay, great. So if we go into our proof, and actually, let me change my screen share real fast before I do that. I'm trying out this blur tool, guys, so bear with me, but we will just do one big blur area so that way you don't see people's emails. Okay, great. So if we go into our proof and we click on here, and this is so difficult to do with this. Okay, so that is not there either. So you can do it. Okay, oh, duh, because he answered so many questions. Okay, so down at the bottom, after they've answered all of the questions, let's say this was imported and it was tagged as customer success. You can then just click another tag and then delete the one that it was before.
I'm trying to change the testimonial type. So like, as in screen grab, video, etc.
But where though? So walk me through. So when you're importing,
so
no,
to the ones that are already imported.
Yes, on your proof. So this is where they would all show as one big list.
Yep.
So you're saying if you imported a photo, you want to change it to text? Is that basically what you're saying?
So like, if I wanted to change one from, say, screen grab to text, or text to screen grab, or does that make sense?
Not really, no. Sorry. So okay, so let's say, let me find, okay, that's a video. Okay, so here's Wilson, right? So Wilson, we imported from X, right? So he tweeted at us. Wilson's the co-founder of Senja. So you're saying, so if you imported this, you want to change it to what?
Like a screen grab instead.
Oh, I see. Well, so what you would need to do then is go back to wherever it was and take a screenshot of it. You can't in here turn this into a photo unless you went into a widget and created a widget that made it look like it was on Twitter, basically. But it's probably easier to just go back and screenshot. Yeah. Why would you want to do that? Give me a case study for that.
I don't even remember why I thought of that question.
Okay. All good. Honestly. I mean, I was on a call earlier and they had kind of mentioned that, like, on some of their sales pages, they like it to be a little more raw and prefer the screen grab to make it look like it came from like Facebook, like a Facebook comment or a LinkedIn comment, instead of it always being branded and polished. And so I could see that being the reason, but you would want to screen grab it first and then import it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you can't change it once it's in here. Sorry, I was not folling.
No,
I was not picking up what you were putting down.
It probably didn't make sense.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Did I answer your other question? Yeah. Okay. Or what I need to re-insert. That was the second half. Okay, great. Cool. Okay. Jamie, how to adjust the thank you form for submitted testimonials? Jamie, are you still in here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Let's pull up your questions. So how to adjust the thank you form for submitted testimonials? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so when I go to thank someone, it says thank customer. There is a pre-filled out testimonial thank you, basically, that comes up, and it says we want us
Yes.
thank us or something along that line. So I wanted to correlate it to me. Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
So is there a way of custom? Okay.
Yeah, so you can change all this text here.
And how do you get to that? Because all I see is thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, so do you have the updated form? Do your forms look like this or no?
No, so if I just go to the testimonial, underneath it'll say, you know, unapprove or thank customer. And then so I just hit thank customer.
Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah. So when you're in your forms here, like on your forms page, do you see how this one under product feedback says beta upgrade to 2.0?
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
I have not upgraded.
So you'll want to Okay, so yeah, so you'll want to upgrade because then your forms will look like my forms and it's much clearer on how to do the thank you. That's why we updated our forms. So then you'll go to the email tab and then you can customize the invite, the thank you, and then obviously the email settings. So you can do that.
Okay, perfect. And then if that's being sent out, will we get a copy of that or does that just go and it kind of goes in the blind?
It goes, yeah,
Okay.
it just goes. But what you could do,
maybe do a BCC or something if that's possible.
Yeah, we can't do a BCC yet. But that's a really good feedback. So we are actually actively working on this feature this week and some of last week too. So I can also put a note into Tom and ask if we can do like a CC or a BCC here, because I do think that that's important for sure to know that the automation went out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Cool. I mean, the other thing is you could set up an automation and like after it sends, you know, send you a notification in Slack or something if you wanted to. So that's also an option.
Okay, yeah, I guess this is a little more robust than, you know, I mean, I've got like 3,800 testimonials online, and this is a great platform for organizing. I'm not going to put them all on this page. I've got about like, you know, 250. But as far as like, you know, getting all of that and just kind of organizing it onto a page and having tags, I think it's great and I love it. And so as I'm going through this, the other thing is I see like I have a lot of testimonials on Fiverr. I don't see Upwork, and I had mentioned that I think a week ago. That's another big platform you guys may want to consider.
Yeah, feature request for sure. Yeah, we I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but we did not have an engineer for about 2 months. And so we're trying to get through bugs. We have a freeze on like new features, and starting in Q4, we're going to start launching again. So hopefully we can get that Fiverr done soon.
The Upwork, yeah.
Upwork, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and just the one last question since I got you, and then I'll let you go.
Totally.
I was just, let me think of it now. What was it?
You had added about Wall of Love. The Wall of Love's not saving order of
testing. Oh yeah. So in that regard, I'm not sure what's happening. The Wall of Love for some reason is not updating when I'm putting stuff on there. It doesn't show up. The other testimonial carousel or whatever works great, and that works like it should, but there may be a little kink in the Wall of Love. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
I think
if
there
I
actually
have
is
everything set up like in that carousel, can I copy that to Wall of Love so that it updates, or is that a separate? It's like a widget versus
it's separate. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't do that.
But London had also mentioned he's having issues with the filtering. So gonna plug this on top of the bug that as well.
Thank you much.
And hopefully we get it taken care of. Yeah, you're welcome. Sarah, hopefully you're still in here. What is everyone using to incentivize testimonials? Any recommendations for automating gifting options for submitting? Yeah, so I definitely recommend that you guys join our affiliate program, because we have this incredible resource, and I'm going to pull it up in screen share so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But we have this really great list of giveaway ideas that I put together. So some of the things could be monetary. You know, we kind of have these like big buckets of things, right? So exclusive access, discounts, swag, all of that. So we've definitely seen a ton of people, hopefully you guys can see this, utilizing this list for ideas, but also, you know, I also think it's worth like surveying your audience and asking them too, or even doing like seasonal, right? So the Halloween's coming up. the holidays are coming up, you know, you could do like Christmas themed things, you could do Halloween themed things. I feel like Thanksgiving doesn't get enough love. So I think it really just depends on the type of business you have, but happy to ideate anytime. And if you guys are not an affiliate of Senja, you should definitely become an affiliate. I will put the link to apply down below. So that way you guys can join.
Thanks so much,
Okay.
Sarah. Yeah, just
Yeah.
chiming in really quickly.
Yeah.
We'll definitely check out that Notion page
Cool.
with those gifting options. I'm
Yeah.
curious, are there any that are automated in there? Like, for example, someone submits and then you can automate. I know there's tools for this, but I'm just curious if other people have recommendations for like automating an incentive. So as soon as they click submit, they receive a gift card, for example, or something like this.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You know, I don't know of anyone doing that, but I definitely feel like you could, well, yeah, you could probably actually build an automation. So if you are familiar with Zapier, you could do testimonial submitted as the trigger, and then maybe use a platform like Goody. Are you familiar with Goody gifts at all?
No, I'm not. I'll check it
Okay,
out.
so I'm obsessed with Goody. So Goody's female founded, and basically they have like hundreds of brands on this platform, and you can do one of two things. So one, you can set a budget, and then it basically sends like an e-card that people then can go buy whatever they want, or you can pick something and send it to them. So for me, like I'm a huge fan of Alice Mushrooms. I've been a fan of Charlotte and everything she's building for years. They're legal. They're like little chocolate, like brain boosts. They have like lion's mane and zinc and magnesium in them. And so for me, like I can set that up in Goody to just send Alice Mushrooms to someone. Or like when we got our house, you know, our realtor, I don't know what my realtor likes. So instead I set an amount and then sent them an e-card and they go shop however they want. So I'm assuming you could set something up like that, or just an e-card, like an e-gift card platform, a gifting platform that's just like a general gift card, like people can pick from all the different brands, and it's like $25, but definitely doable. As long as the platform has an API, you could set that up in Zapier, no problem.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Streamline.
Yeah. And I'm also a Zapier solutions partner. So if you want to shoot me an email, if you get stuck, like let me know and I'm happy to help for sure.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Christine said, what's a blur tool you're using? Was just looking for one the other day. So the one that I am using, ironically, they use Senja. And I didn't know that until I was researching and found, but it's called blurweb.app. And it was like a one-time $60 purchase. It seems pretty okay, but you have to like click on stuff to blur. If you guys can see, I'm like clicking on blurring, but I haven't learned it yet. I'm like, how do I then get out of the blur? I don't know. So trying them out, but they are mega fans of Senja and using Senja. So figured I'd give them a try. Adam popped. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. Okay. So Christine said, for tags, can you circle back to why you would want to have meta tags and more specific tags? Examples of what they would be. Yeah. So, okay. So a great example for me, right? So I have I work at Senja, but I also own my own business, right? So thinking about systems, which is my business, I have a large one-to-one offer called an ops overhaul. I then have a done with you accelerator program. I'm probably not going to put testimonials from my large one-on-one offer into a widget that's talking about the accelerator program because there's no overlap there, unless perhaps like, okay guys, so listen, I have one testimonial. I think you can see it here where Seth literally just said, Sarah's fucking awesome. I could tag that in every tag, put it in every tag, and like, that's cool across the board, right? But for instance, the one from Susan, your radical transparency and honesty, that is a little more broad, but that was actually about my newsletter. And so maybe I could get away with putting that in my accelerator program, but it wouldn't be truthful, right? Because Susan didn't take my accelerator program. So that's also part of the tagging, is being as truthful and authentic as possible. while also showcasing the testimonials, I mean. So that's what I would say when it comes to specific tagging. Also too, if you have, products or like a coaching hour, you're selling something specific, you should have one tag dedicated to each of those. But then the more minor tags could be more for like the types of people you serve. So when we were talking about filtering the wall of love, maybe you want to highlight creators versus real estate agents versus I don't know, SaaS founders, right? And so then it doesn't matter what they were giving you a testimonial on, because they are more about the person and not the product. So that would be a reason to then use more meta tags. So hopefully that is helpful. Amazing. Okay, great. All right, well, we're at 4:42. We're at 45 minutes in. I don't know why Google's asking me all these pop-ups. This drives me crazy. But what I wanted to give you guys is we are doing a promo. So this is for anybody, whether you are actively thinking about joining Senja, you're on a free plan. We want you to come give Senja a real shot. And so you can try Senja Starter for $1 a month for 2 months. So basically for $2, you get all of the paid features of our $29 a month plan. So you're basically saving like $58 by doing that. And all you have to do is use the code office hours at checkout. And if you have already created a free account, if that wasn't clear and you want to give this a try, we can credit your account as well when you go to checkout, or if you need help, you can message me. But it's not just for people who haven't created a Senja account yet. So oh, sorry, Kai. I'm so sorry I skipped your question. Oh my gosh. Just wondering, is there a way to save random notes that we don't want shown to the public? Absolutely. So your testimonials do not need to be auto-approved. You can keep them either A, unapproved, or B, you can just basically three things actually. One, not approve them. Two, put them in a tag that is not public, or the tag is not linked to anything. Or three, just leave them in your account. And that's actually something that I do. So I will save random LinkedIn comments, or like, I got this really, really nice message. I'm also a Notion Solutions partner, and I spoke at Make with Notion 2 weeks ago. And one of the other Notion ambassadors sent me like one of the most beautiful messages I've ever read. And it's not like a real testimonial, right? It doesn't have to do with anything, but I still want to save it. I still want that information. I think especially as most of us are solos, we're, starting our business is hard, and having a tag that's just for you and having, that information kind of just saved somewhere that's close to your heart is really nice to have, especially like days where you're just like, oh my God, this work is so difficult. Like, why did I choose to do this? But you can definitely keep that in your own space for sure. And Kai, I see you have your hand up, so feel free to just unmute.
Yeah, are we at time? Could I add a little bit of
no, we're good.
Yeah,
we have till 5. You're fine.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So we have a lot of like testimonials where we keep little snippets of like student age, or like where we even got this testimonial. So like part of it is we want it approved, but then there's just other random stuff that we want to keep attached to it. Would you recommend like duplicating it and then putting that into one of those like tags that's just for us? I know it shouldn't be used like in a CRM, but it's just nice to have that context to the testimonial.
Yeah, totally. So let me get the blur back up. So you can add some data into people's information, but you can't do everything like a CRM, right? So when you were talking about there we go. Okay. So, that doesn't help. Hold on. Let me do, this blur thing is not fun, guys. Okay. I'm like, I swear I know what I'm doing. But the clicking is just a little too crazy for me. Okay. So in every proof that you collect, right? So you have kind of the side area of personal information that you can add, like their email, their company, their website, but it's not a CRM in that sense. And so what you might want to do, I don't know if you guys use Notion, but maybe build out a database in Notion that after they give you a testimonial, it dumps into Notion. And so then you can add the additional data there. I think it really just depends on where you're using that data, right? So if it needs to be in HubSpot or needs to be somewhere else, like keep it there and then link the testimonial over.
Okay, is that done inside Senja? Like it's one of the automations where after somebody sends a form, we can decide that it goes into Notion or some other database?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you can do that with Zapier for automations, and you would just link, you know, the database that you want. And then you could even further like set up a notification that when you get the testimonial, you get notified in Notion, you know, to add the additional data for sure.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're actually also one of the first people to ask about adding more data from like a CRM perspective. So that's pretty cool that you're thinking about that. Amazing. Okay, great. Christine asked, do affiliate referrals receive some sort of promotion? Yes. So once you join our affiliate scheme, you can request for us to give you a custom $1 a month promo. And so if you want to be promoting Senja, you can, all you have to do is email me and then say, hey, I would like a $1 promo. And then I will create one that's custom to you. But naturally, affiliates that are referred do not normally get a promo from us. So that's something that's not automatic. You actually have to ask for it. Yeah, so we can, you know, track it and make sure that it, you know, it's worthwhile. But yeah, happy to help with that anytime. And then, yeah, let me just put up my email. So if you guys have any other questions and you need some support for bugs, you can do support@Senja. And then if you want me and you have affiliate questions or you have just general questions you want to ask, you can always email partners as well. Amazing. Any other questions that I can answer while we're here? Okay. Awesome. Let me just go through the chat one more time to make sure that I didn't miss anything. But yeah, I would love to see how you guys are using Senja. Let me know as you start importing, as you start thinking more about the ways you can collect testimonials in your forms. Share it, tag us, let us know. I literally run our social, so I will see everything. But also happy to help anytime with anything that I can. We talked about that. Wall of love. Okay, great. And then Jamie, if you're still in here in London, I will follow up with you as soon as I hear back from Tom about the filtering on the wall of love bug. So I will follow up with you guys via email. All right, guys. Well, I haven't seen any other questions. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you very soon.